Jigglypuff and his friends, Pikachu and Bulbasaur, were out walking the streets one day and they saw a fine dress in a shop window thing for display there, and they decided to go in and taste it. So turned out it tasted like strawberries, and Pikachu didn't like strawberries, so he rage quit the store, and when he went out he was run over by 15 beer cans, and that caused him to fall in a coma for 5 years, I think it was, and yeah, it was definitely 5 years, and 15 days and 4 hours and 22 seconds. Yeah, that's about right. And Bulbasaur, he bought the dress and was very happy with it, and it was medium sized, and Jigglypuff was a bit disappointed that Bulbasaur didn't pick the red dress, but instead he picked the white one, which was of course a wedding dress, and to solve this problem they simply married each other. So Bulbasaur, the wife, and Jigglypuff, the husband. It was just for convenience, so that they wouldn't have to return the dress, and it turned out that the dress had 5 hidden rabbit monsters in it, which they didn't find out until 5 months later, when there were only that was only 1 month after the wedding had taken place, and that meant that they could simply throw away the dress. But the only problem was the dress was gone. It had been stolen from the Baron Blackfoot from the Burglar clan, and the only way to find him, so that you could find the dress to eventually throw it away, was to travel across the Gogolahara desert in Mexico, and then dive into the Mariana grave in the Indian Ocean, and that's exactly what they did not do, because hey, if Blackfoot wanted a dress that they could that Bulbasaur and Jigglypuff did not want to have anymore because of the monster rabbits, then fine. Sucks to be Blackfoot. So Bulbasaur and Jigglypuff were very pleased with the burglar Blackfoot from the Burglars clan, and they decided to find out his address and send him a thank you letter. In the process, they thought that they would be nice to him and actually tell him that the dress had murder monster rabbits in it. 5 of them, to be exact, and 2 weeks later, when the letter arrived at Sir the burglar Blackfoot man from the Burglars clan, he opened the letter, and it turned out he expected it to be full of pictures, because he never learned how to read. So his plan was from the beginning that when he stole the dress, he had planned to marry a young girl named Mary from the Black Bomb A clan, and well, sucks to be Blackfoot, because on the day of the marriage, because they did actually marry each other, later that night, when they were, well, you know, in on their way to the bedroom, and just about to cook some fish, Mary had the dress on, and the murder monster rabbits crawled out and ate her face, and then they said to Mary, "Hey, we just ate your face. How do you like that?" And Mary was like, because her mouth was pretty chewed up, so the last thing she said, I think, was hamburgers, from previously that day, because they had planned for several months to have hamburgers on the day of the wedding. And yeah, Blackfoot was about 2 feet tall, so he could not fight the murder rabbit monsters. So, you know, what do you do? Since Blackfoot was such a you know, stupid clan leader, man, dog, dude, bitch, he tried to sew together and you know, repair Mary's face by himself, and he did so with he pulled out one of his own teeth and tried to use it as a needle. And he, as a thread, he used a garden hose, and turns out it was well, an interesting result. For the new for the new skin, he tried to use a piece of leather from the leather bar downtown, and leather, a tooth, you know what I mean, and a garden hose as Mary's new face. As I said, the result was interesting, and what happened was everyone who saw Mary after that, they fainted, and Since Blackfoot and Mary traveled around the world, and you know, Blackfoot was 2 feet tall and Mary was like 15 feet tall. They were quite the couple, and you know, it freaked people out so much so that they died of heart attacks, and people fainted all over the place, and eventually they were the only 2 people left in the world, and Mary's wounds did not hurt so much anymore in the end. So they lived happily ever after alone. Bye now.